Mail-in voters are already sending in their ballots for the midterms. California will determine the fate of 53 members of Congress on Tuesday, and 8 of those races are highly competitive and could go either way. In the 50th district, we have Republican incumbent Duncan Hunter, who is facing Democrat Amar Campa-Najjar. This district is usually safe for Republicans, but Hunter is currently under indictment for laundering government money. As you can see, students are crowding around the Annenberg lobby to watch results as they come in and to listen to political experts from the Unruh Institute of Politics weigh in on the race. Tonight is the big night. We're going to take a look at some of the most hotly contested races across the country. Here's what we have so far. As of 5:25, in Georgia, we have Republican Secretary of State Brian Kemp competing against Democrat Stacey Abrams. In Iowa 1, Democrat Abby Finkenauer, she beat GOP Republican Rod Bloom, and she's going to be one of the youngest women to ever serve in Congress. So I think that that's super interesting that we're seeing a lot of these first. So it shows that a lot of the demography is actually starting to shift in Congress. The Federal Election Commission is reporting that California Democratic candidates for Congress have raised nearly $75 million more than their Republican counterparts. This could give them an advantage in the last weeks of the campaign. Democrat Gil Cisneros has the largest financial advantage. He's raised nearly $4.5 million more than his opponent, Young-Oh Kim. It's National Voter Registration Day, and USC is competing with UCLA to see who can register the most voters. Trojans are lining up to make sure their voices are heard in the midterm election. Vote SC has been registering students all month with a simple goal: to encourage them to engage in the democratic process. Young people have a reputation for not bothering to vote, but they will show up for free food. That's why today the Unruh Institute of Politics offered students free In-N-Out Burger if they registered. Both Republican candidates were in the lead on election night, but their margins narrowed enough to trigger a recount. That's the law if candidates are less than half a percentage apart. For governor, Republican Ron DeSantis came in 0.41% ahead of his Democratic opponent, Andrew Gillum. The California DMV is under fire after registering 1,500 people to vote who aren't eligible because they aren't U.S. citizens. In an email, the DMV told Annenberg Media that the error occurred when workers inaccurately processed voter eligibility responses on driver's license applications. California voters who are worried they've been affected are encouraged to check their voter registration status.